up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, it's gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Goff again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Murray. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dudes. 17.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tiger.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Adam Gotsis in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray going for the deep ball. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On first down, they go option to the right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, and the Broncos are in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. How did he stay on his feet? And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Murray toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on first down, Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Set! Green, 39!
Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Louis.
After the run, Goff going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Murray. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. So we come up. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Lucky 56, lucky 56.
On third down, Murray. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Gone. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Willie Henry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Orange.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit!
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Smith catches left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll toss it to Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Hunt, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on 1st down. Lindsey, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
12.
Here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Goff. Completes to Callaway over on the right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
180. Al, look up. Super.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Flush to his right. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
With that type of force on contact, as an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Now it's gone. On the move to his left. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Super one, super one. 76, tell him. 76, 76, 77.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Switch. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
A toss running left. It's Hunt. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Now the ball comes loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And Lauletta's going to throw it here. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving...
The streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rest keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got to picture me.